welcome to another One Piece chapter review and discussion. One Piece is back, baby! It's been a long 3-week break, but today we're back to talk about chapter 1112, Hard Aspect. There is a note on TCB as well that says, in astrology, an aspect refers to the angles formed by planets in relation to each other on a birth chart or on a horoscope wheel. Curiouser and curiouser.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It is interesting, dude. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everybody's feeling good. We're back, and I just want to celebrate a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to relish in the fact that we got some more Pete to talk about today.
It's insane.
Somebody made one of these
That's insane.
of you, dude. Of not even like you, like the real you, but like the art version of you.
The cartoon.
The cartoon version of you.
Which I do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, dude. It was funny as fuck.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome, Constantinos, Winston, Grant, Gabe, A Beautiful Life. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this later, thank you for tuning in. We're going to try to do things mostly the same way that we've always done them, but we're going to try a new segment towards the end of today's live. We'll explain it more when we get there, but let's just talk about the chapter generally before we go through beat by beat while we let some people trickle in. Megan, what were some of your thoughts, generally speaking, about this chapter?
Oh, are we going into just general or
Yeah, just general.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's great to be back.
You can say that shit again,
I'm
dude.
exploding.
Things are coming to a head, an egghead, if you will.
Oh,
if you
shit.
won't, then it's probably the climax of the arc. That's just
Yeah, it
what's
looks
going
like
on right now.
it looks like we're gonna get Vegapunk's message next week. There is no break next week. You don't think so?
No. I think Oda, I love him for it because we're all foaming at the mouth. You know?
I am. I definitely am.
I think that, I don't know. I mean, there is one more minute, but maybe something will happen to the snail transponder that's relaying the message. I just feel like it's going to get milked into the end of the arc. I mean, that is my theory in the Book of Elves. That's why I want it to succeed. But I just have a feeling. Because every time we're like, we're going to get it in the next chapter. We're going to get it in the next 2 chapters. And it doesn't happen. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, for me, I mean, obviously, seeing Frankie take the biggest W he's probably taken in Egghead so far. I wouldn't even say the biggest, but seeing him one shot Vice Admiral Triple Chin, or whatever the hell his name is, was so satisfying. I love any chapter where Frankie has a moment like that. He's my guy. So that was pretty sick. That was a highlight for me. But also the mystery of the gurgle at the end of the chapter. That is what I would like to theorize and talk to everybody here today about. Because while we did see the Gorosei find the snail at the end of the chapter, the onomatopoeia is translated as gurgle. That could mean
The death rattle.
okay, the death rattle. That could mean a lot of things. The death rattle being one of them. It could also be a some sort of vat or some sort of cryo chamber test tube that is housing either a seraphim that we haven't seen yet,
Seraphim Vegapunk,
another Vegapunk, another satellite that we don't know about, or Vegapunk's actual brain itself. Like, Bud's Butts from the Fallout show. Anyway, I think that it could be any number of things. I have my own idea, and I'm going to put it in the Book of Elves when we get there, dude.
Are we talking about highlights now?
I said general thoughts about the chapter.
General thoughts? That's not highlights.
General, it's hot in here too, dude. Sorry, that's not what your question was, but I'm like, The season is changing.
The season is changing. It's the season of
being fucking hot in the studio
in California. So
yeah, just general thoughts, and then we're gonna go through the chapter beat by beat, and then we're gonna do our ups and downs, and then our book of L's.
Okay, that's what I was asking. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We're trying something new, so sorry if we're all over the place. This is our first time changing things up.
All right, well, I guess we can go beat by beat now, Megan.
I'm confused. You said general thoughts, and then you're like, "Well, a highlight for me,"
because you were talking about
we're changing it up, and it's okay. I just wasn't sure, and I asked a question, and you responded with, "It's hot in here." Okay, it's okay. Well, we're gonna get through it.
Honestly, it is hot in here.
We're gonna get through it.
That's part of why I'm having a hard time right now. Japanese Jim with, I believe, our first super chat of the stream.
I'm exploding.
Shout out Japanese Jim. Waiting to watch your Fallout review until I finish the series. Megan, we need a Lucy cosplay, but of course, we're here for One Piece. Praise Goda.
Woo! That would be cool.
Yeah, I want to cosplay Fallout.
You're like obsessed now.
I am.
That's good.
I think I we talked about it in that video a little bit, but I do think I have Vault Dweller energy. I don't like that about myself, but I just, it is what it is. I would like to cosplay either the Ghoul or I would cosplay a Vault Dweller, as long as it means I get a Pit Boy.
Yeah, that's what you want.
That's what I really want. Yeah. All right, so let's cue all this up, and we'll go through beat by beat, like we always do. We're not gonna, continuously show the chapter because we don't want to get in any major trouble. So we'll be switching back and forth throughout. All right.
Cool.
And apparently next week, I think we're getting a color spread. I think that's what that's what was said. But let's see. The cover is Kinemon and Yamato. We're still in Wano. It's going to be interesting seeing the direction of this story, where it's going to go. It says, Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage Volume 3, consider this parting gift payment for a favor I must ask of you. Parting gift. Interesting. Parting. Is Yamato parting?
Parting.
Is Yamato
I think that's what they're
leaving?
implying.
Is Yamato leaving Wano? Are they going to have their Jinbei moment where they show up in the middle of a battle? I just think that portion of this cover page is interesting. As we move on, though, I love Oda's note during this chapter too. By the way, right here, I have two windows pulled open, one that's zoomed all the way in so I can see, and I have to switch back and forth. So that's why it takes me a second. I love his note though. Thank you for waiting through my break. That was just what I needed in terms of maintenance. I'm going to go all out now. Oh my God.
I'm exploding.
Let's fucking go, dude. Oda's back and he's not fucking around. Everybody thought he was fucking around. He's not fucking around.
No.
I actually think that nobody ever thinks that Oda's fucking around. He's the one person that you can always pretty much bet on not fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into the chapter, though, there's still chaos ensuing, madness on Egghead. All of the pacifista units have been incapacitated. Incapacitated doesn't mean taken out. But even if they weren't all taken out, we do get a line later in the chapter from Bonnie saying that they aren't weapons and she wouldn't ever use them that way in the first place. So, I mean, this does seem to be where the pacifistas will, end. I don't think they're going to exist beyond Egghead. I think this is where this is the last time
we're
going to see them.
Well, yeah, I hope.
I mean, I hope so too.
It's kind of fucked up if Oda keeps using them in the story after all that shit with Fuma.
I mean, it would be fucked up because the government and the Gorosei are fucked up.
This needs to. They need to end.
Yeah, dude. They need to. They need to get got. And it's interesting how things kind of fall at the end of this chapter with some interesting matchups. Are we going to get to see fights? Individual groups, sections of the Straw Hats fighting against Gorosei? That seems a little crazy to me, but okay.
Well, I mean, there's one Gorosei and 4 or 5 Straw Hats.
This is true. This is true.
That makes more sense than like just 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so.
Yeah. We see, I'm going to keep calling him Gandhi, Horseman, Horsecock Gandhi. That's fucked up. I can't say that.
Jesus.
Sorry. It was an urge, an intrusive thought that I let win. He's running around the island, and this is where we see Frankie going toe to toe with a Vice Admiral Triple Chin. I have his name here too. A lot of these newer Vice Admirals, I do, I want to get their names right. But at the same time, Red King going toe to toe with Red King. Now I got to show this, but I have to pull up another window to be able to do that. This made my day. If this was the only crazy thing that happened in the chapter, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. I've been saying since we saw those Vice Admirals posted up outside the Sunny that this shit was going to be light work. Light work for the Straw Hats. And Frankie, we know, Frankie does not mess around. But he one-shotted this man.
Punched him.
Broke his arm. Broke his gauntlet, whatever the fuck arm. This man out here looking like King Kong in the new King Kong movie got that gauntlet on.
Oh, yeah.
One-shotted.
And then he got turned into Baby Kong, just like the movie.
Well, that was the other guy, right?
Is that a Baby Kong? Too? I think that was him too.
It was definitely the
chin
guy.
No, it wasn't. It was the other guy.
Well, he
got Baby Kong.
He's the Baby Kong. Yeah.
He's the Baby Kong.
But I knew it, dude. And Bonnie too. Bonnie, bro, is it sad? Is it sad that it was this easy for them? Bonnie kicks the fuck out of another Vice Admiral. A Vice Admiral who I saw Zigzag talking in the chat before we went live, who Kuma also had an encounter with. So I mean, again, this was a highlight for me during the chapter.
Yeah,
for sure.
Same.
Let me see. I think we got a couple more super chats before we move on. I have them all separated here. Beans. Oh shooty. Where's my oh shooty button? I feel like I haven't hit that in a minute. Oh, I think it's because it's on the bench. I benched it.
Oh, I have it.
There we go. I think it's a little interesting that Nami doesn't want to leave Stussy behind, getting Pedro flashbacks. I could definitely see that. Stussy, though, it does make so much sense, and I think it's very poetic that she wants to stay back and sacrifice herself as a clone, her free will, her choice, and how she wants to spend her life.
By sacrificing
is to sacrifice herself for the greater good. And I don't know, there's something kind of powerful about that she is choosing that, and that her life as a clone, that decision that she made as a clone will be so impactful on the future of the entire One Piece world. Truly. Shout out Bean. Shout out D LaJoy boy.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Frankie being Vice Admiral plus level is a huge W.
He did it.
Man, he did it. It's so funny to me because, I mean, Zoro, who we love, I mean, just assume and know that all the Straw Hats we love. But Zoro was going toe-to-toe with Lucci. Playing around, playing with his food. Frankie, on the other hand, Vice Admiral, said, no, we don't have time for this.
Yeah.
We don't have time to play. We don't have time to mess around. We don't have time to patty cake. You're in my way. And you need to leave.
Bye.
I'm just saying, maybe Frankie needs a promotion, dude.
I think so.
Maybe he needs to become the wings of one of the wings of the Pirate King.
No, I don't know about promotion. He's good where he's at.
Yeah. We need a strong right audio clip. We absolutely do.
Oh, Frankie saying that?
Yeah.
We'll get it when the anime catches up.
Let's
Right? Has he done that move before?
Yeah. Strong right.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, let's play another
don't
Frankie
know.
sound in his honor.
There you go. When has he done that before?
Strong right. That's like
One of his main moves.
That's like one of Frankie's moves. Yeah.
It's all a blur. Don't remember. That's how little
I don't
Frankie has done in the
know.
series.
Don't you? Not this week. Next week, the week after, when Oda puts him
Sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm
in the
just
back
saying.
again, but not this week.
I have the brain of a goldfish. This was a highlight for me.
Okay, let me.
Out of everything that happened in the chapter, Vegapunk drinking coffee is the best part. That's it. No, everything else, it's One Piece, but this is what we need. This is the important stuff right here. And waiting until it's almost cold to drink it is a sin within itself because his tongue is very sensitive. And I feel bad for the man because they're trying to play him. You know?
Yeah, dude, I get it. I imagine that you reading this, you were very probably maybe upset, but also like you could relate to this. You could relate to this just seeing cold coffee. You could relate to this more than I think anybody, more than I can. Like I like a cold coffee.
I just like Vega coffee. Like he named it after himself. It's so
but
funny.
that's a Megan thing to do.
No.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say so.
Have a mega coffee.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Vega mega coffee.
But it's MEHGA.
Yeah.
Mega coffee.
That's funny.
Because I know you like things scalding hot.
Yes.
And I guess I am more like Vegapunk. I have a sensitive tongue. I'll eat something that literally I can feel a layer of skin on my tongue peel off. And you'll have like something from the same pot and say, I need to put this in the microwave. It's not hot enough.
Yeah, it's not hot. It's never hot enough. It has to be burning.
Sensitive as a cat's is the line here. I didn't know that cats' tongues were that sensitive. They hurt like a fucking bitch when they lick you, but I didn't know they were sensitive.
They hurt like a fucking bitch.
They do.
And York being a fucking op over here.
Yeah. Leading the Gorosei to the room that the
For
message
real.
was recorded in. And this is so funny too because they immediately like release a beam to destroy the whole world, or not world, but room.
No.
The whole fucking world, the whole room. And York's like, whoa, wait a second. It's probably not even in here. Like you're destroying things for no
She's
reason.
like, whoa.
I like that panel though.
Whoa.
I like that panel a lot. She's saying that like if you just blow everything up, like you're gonna or just like shoot your fucking beam everywhere. We have weapons on the lower levels. We have gases in like, the third level towards the back. Like, and the transmission is still playing. You fucking goober. You
Idiot. Bird brain.
Idiot. Gorosei, bird brain.
Bird brain. He's on his bird brain shit right now. Like,
He is.
like York is literally like not the smartest in the bunch, but even she knows.
Even she knows.
Like, bro, just chill out. Like, fucking chill. Because he's getting a little too hasty.
Right.
Because of what could occur.
Well, he
after,
knows.
After,
He knows.
after.
He knows.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They talk about a shared mind, which we already know, and that's how York is going to put a stop to it. And the Gorosei here says, "I sense the voice of a small life form from above." You mean from Punk Records? Don't tell me he hid the snail there. It'll be one of the broadcast snails we recently finished developing. They're shaped like this, with a sort of triangular shell. Now, this is interesting because I don't think, right, this is going to play into my theory later. This line is very important. Let me pull it back up on the screen for everybody else to see. It'll be right here. So I sense the voice of a small life form above. I think that this life form is the life form that's in the little vat or whatever the fuck.
The blub?
The gurgle. I think that that's what they are sensing, and not the snail itself, although they do find the snail by the end of the chapter. I could be way off.
No, I'm just thinking.
But yeah.
That could be a possibility.
Because even the follow-up line, like, you mean from Punk Records? I don't know. It seems a little too... It seems very purposeful. It seems... I don't know. I just really do feel like this line is a clue to what is in, or what we're going to see in the next chapter. And I want to look and examine that panel, because I don't even know like how... I've seen people say Seraphim that we haven't seen, like I said earlier. A Seraphim Kaido. I've seen people say a Vegapunk we haven't seen before. There's one thing that I think it is. And I already said it earlier. It's a brain. I think it's
yeah.
I think it's
I was like a small life form.
You never know when people trickle into the lives, though. So maybe they didn't hear that part.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You just have to repeat it every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly, actually. Okay, moving on. We get a really cool moment between Stussy and Kaku.
This big ass hat.
I'm a sucker for Kaku, dude. I've said that before. I love Kaku. What? For Kaku? I love Kaku. Sorry, there's a lag, there's a delay on that stream.
I'm a sucker.
I'm a sucker for Kaku. No, I really do like this moment a lot. I think that Stussy having this moment is really cool. It's really, I think it's nice for her character, and it's nice that her and Kaku can kind of, I don't know, just like because of everything that is happening and has been happening, they're not even really like, he's not even really like mad at her. Like they are just kind of like, I mean, yeah, dude, like it is what it is. You know, you double crossed us, but there are so many other crazy things going on right now. I can't even really be fucking mad at it.
Yeah.
That's how
I guess.
I mean, just because the way...
No, I understand. He's just chilling. He's just like, I mean, he's in a fucking bubble, so...
Yeah.
Can't do much.
I mean, this is where we see Nami talking about leaving her behind, Stussy behind, and not wanting to do that. And Edison, bro.
Okay, hold on. Before you just glaze past this chapter right here, this panel, look at how cute Chopper looks.
Which one? This one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll pull it up.
How dare you?
No, I mean, he's just really small.
How dare you? Well, yeah, they won't be able to see it
He's up there
very well, but he looks very cute.
He does. I'm sorry.
It was just disrespectful.
I apologize. But Edison, bro, because they're trying to figure out like how they're going to escape. They don't think that they'll be able to make it. And Edison is like, you almost certainly won't be able to make it. You
certainly won't.
You're almost 100% guaranteed to crash and burn, which is kind of crazy. So Edison, being the fucking G that he is, just dips.
Yep.
And says, I'm going to go figure this shit out. I'm going to go make it so that you guys will be able to escape, and I'm probably going to fucking die. He gets one of those readings that is like 75%, 78 projected damage.
It's even more. It's even more damage. It's even more damage than we initially thought.
Usopp comes out too, by the way. He's like, oh shit. Guys, the coup de burst is ready. And it's,
it's ready.
That's helpful. But again, it's just interesting that you start doing shit when Dory and Brooke show up.
Yeah, you're You're really getting on the Usopp hate train. You really are.
No,
It's okay. I'm just surprised that you're really like committing to it.
It's funny to me because check it out. In Elbaf,
No, it's fine. You don't have to explain yourself to me. I don't care
but
what
I want
you do.
But I want to.
I'm just saying that it is interesting that
in Elbaf. See,
now
I'm creating an arc
you
for me and
choose.
Usopp and a journey for me and Usopp to go on together, right? This is how I think a beautiful story is told and a lifelong, deep connection and relationship is
by
formed.
negging a character.
No, I'm not negging him. We go through our ups, we go through our downs.
And then when he has a good moment, then you'll hop on the bandwagon of liking
this isn't
Usopp
his
again.
best time. He's gonna have.
That's crazy.
He's going to have better moments. He's going to have crazier moments.
But then you're literally gonna hate him until
No, I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all. I fucking love Usopp. Usopp is one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite.
the gaslighting's crazy. You're gaslighting yourself and you're gaslighting me.
Yeah, how many Soge King masks have I made? Do I have around?
You like
the studio?
Soge King.
Oh, I
not
guess that's
Usopp.
true. They're not the same person. You're right.
No, it's
Right.
different.
Let me just roast my friend a little bit, and let me just say that I think it's interesting. It's like when you go to a restaurant, with your friends, right? And maybe they bring a friend of theirs that you've never met before, or that one of your other friends hasn't met before. Maybe they happen to be a member of the opposite sex, and all of a sudden, one of your friends starts acting real different. Like, you know what I mean? It starts being like, no, I got this. No, you guys want to get some appetizers? Like, bro, you're the one who complains about having to split the bill and wants to divvy up everything exactly because you're broke as fuck. Now you're saying we should get apps for the table and everybody should share. You know what I'm saying? Like, people they act different when one person shows up.
I mean, I guess. So, like, you think that he wouldn't be doing anything that he's doing right now, just helping his crew, if the Giants were not
He would
there?
just be screaming.
You think he would just be running around? Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. I'm fucking around.
That's all you have to say.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Bro, lost for real.
oh my god.
This next panel, Edison, Edison,
And then you have your boys right there.
sacrifices
Brooke.
himself. I don't know how that's gonna fucking shake out, but yeah, Brooke's there too.
Brooks there too. You
Lilith.
can't glaze.
Lilith is there too. They're one of my favorite things to come out of Egghead. Like, they're dynamic together.
Yes.
This panel right here, I was kind of, I'm gonna be real, I was kind of confused when I first saw it. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I was confused too. And then I was like immediately kind of disgusted at what I was seeing.
Yeah. But it's because the worm was
that thing is nasty.
sucking in so strong that I guess like either Luffy threw a building at him, but it kind of got caught in the suck.
The suck goes crazy.
Yeah, the suck goes crazy.
The suck goes crazy. Like this, like insane.
Yeah.
Suck game on 1,000.
Suck.
Like, bro, like insane, absolutely insane.
But yeah, that was crazy, dude.
And
it took me a second to get
and it's just really like I don't the lips, and like you could see a little bit of like the spit once the building is going in on the little corner right there. It's really disturbing. And the bumps of the worm, it's a very, like, it's one of the nastiest things I've seen in One Piece to date. It just looks so crazy.
Yeah.
Man. And it's just the ripples, like the it looks
I almost forgot to, and I want to go back to it real quick. We're coming towards the end of the chapter, but I definitely want to make sure that we point this out. Upon first read, this line did jump out to me, where York is talking to Mars.
Oh yeah,
saying like, "Of course, I know exactly how to stop this. Besides, we don't want to rack up any more sins. Our relationship is already troubled enough." I've seen people look into this line And my personal feelings about it aren't necessarily that this like means that like York has anything else up their sleeve, but they've been capturing like CP0 government, not CP0, but like Cypher Pole agents, government agents. You know, they all are like one mind, essentially. So they are all responsible for the pacifista fail safe, you know, Bonnie getting ultimate command thing. Like these are all the sins that they've been racking up.
I think also too, like, don't the Vegapunks like kind of represent sins as well?
Yeah. And so that's why I think people are because I don't know if it's just TCB. I don't know if this is going to be in the official, but like, you know,
it could just be like, we don't want to cause any more problems. Like sins being like, we don't want to cause any more, like, yeah, like you said, like many more ripples than we already have, any more mistakes than we already have. Because if she's gonna make it out of here like she thinks she's going to and become a celestial dragon, she's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be the one to be on the chopping block, you know?
Right. Well, yeah, if she's the only one left,
yeah, she's like,
someone might have to pay for the sins.
Let's not do this no more.
Of the others. And so it's the kidnapping of the government agents, the message itself, and then the authority chip with the pacifists.
Yes.
Like these are all things that they have been racking up. But I have seen people interpret it, like you were saying, as a literal, like, you know, another sin, another even satellite. It could be referring to people pointing to, of course, like we've talked about before, but the 0-7 on kids, you know, that we've seen Kid use before, and then there is a 0-8, I think, that I don't remember exactly where it was. Might have been in a flashback. It might have been. It was either on Egghead or it was either in Punk Hazard. I don't remember exactly, but we see the 0-7 with Kid, and we see the 0-8. So, alluding to there being like more potential satellites. I don't know. That would be crazy. It would be lit. It would be dope. But I don't know. I just wanted to point that out. Coming to the end of the chapter, we see Luffy's clock run out. He goes, "Oh man, Luffy again," which I knew was going to happen. And when this happened, in this chapter, I genuinely became like extremely worried for him because of like, yeah, how many Gorosei are there, like everything that's happening. But Dory and Brokey were able to give him some rations. They call it like Hakarl.
It's fermented shark.
Fermented shark.
You were worried about him being out of the game. I was worried about this can't happen again.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't like it's too much. Luffy needs to, it's just, I can't, like, he can't be out of commish for too long. I was like, oh god, not again. Like, he's gonna be chapters just like trying to find food. So I'm glad that got fixed pretty quickly.
Yeah, no,
because I did not want to see that again. I was like, oh god, no.
Yeah,
we gotta get into it here, okay?
I do like how he was able to bounce back pretty quickly, but he's not in his Gear 5 form anymore. What does that mean for the giant robot that we still haven't?
Maybe it's already activated.
But it seemed like it was activated before, and when he ran out, his Gear 5 clock ran out, that it died again. I don't know. But, you know, at least he isn't completely powerless. He comes back and hits the other Gorosei, with, I just think this is like his regular strength, his regular like armament hockey type of attack. But you know, hurts himself while attacking him. This is such a funny moment. Let me pull it up so we can see it. I just have to pull it up on this.
There's certain Luffy moments I can hear, and this is one of them in the manga. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I could just hear a scream.
You have a good Luffy impression.
I could hear it in my head. I'm like, that's funny.
Him when he's like, ow, ow, ow. Yeah.
I can hear it.
That's funny. A lot of people have been pointing this panel out. This is a really cool panel, but we
Sick
see
as
the
hell.
separate groups of Straw Hats, Satellites. Here is Usopp, Nami, Chopper. Saturn seems to be crawling up towards them. This is crazy, dude.
Scary as hell.
It's scary as fucking hell. Usopp, Nami, Chopper versus Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have I'm gonna
Bonnie,
keep saying Gandhi, Atlas,
Frankie.
Bonnie, Frankie. Yep. This is gonna be an awesome.
Where's
fight.
Zoro?
Zoro's with Jinbei. Wherever the fuck they're at. I don't know if I can't remember if they've made it back yet.
Is he? Because they're not with they're not with like Nami and Usopp and Chopper, right?
Who? Frankie? I mean,
no, yeah, Zoro.
Zoro?
And Jinbei. I don't know where they're at though.
Yeah, remind us in the chat. I don't know if they've caught back up
Yeah,
officially
I'm not sure
yet or not. This panel goes hard
where
though.
they are. Yeah, he looks like a freaking demon, devil, Diablo,
Yeah, dude. He
Demonica.
he easily has like some of the best panels.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell Oda really likes this this Gorosei a lot. He's really proud of this one.
Mhm.
And then we get the final couple of panels where we see Mars
Yes.
walking up to the transponder snail that York was talking about. This must be it. It seems fortune did not favor you this time, Vegapunk. And again, that gurgle could be the fucking snail, but for the sake of putting something in the book of L's, for the sake of another L, I have to believe that there's something else here.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, we just have one panel with Mars saying nothing but that gurgle.
And he looks a little concerned.
And there is that sort of, yes.
He looks a little, he came in cocky, and he's like, wait, I
Yeah.
hear a gurgle. Maybe it's his stomach.
Maybe he's hungry.
Yeah.
Maybe he's hungry. Oh yeah, and that's where I saw front cover and color spread next issue. So yeah, I'm curious to hear.
There has to be Vegapunk. Okay, well, we could talk about it. We could talk about it. Vegapunk is the king of like fail safes.
Okay.
So I really think that he has something else up his sleeve because he knows what they're capable of. He knows that they would potentially try to get this transponder snail. Okay. And I just think he's smarter than just to have, one method for transmitting this information.
Yeah.
So this is not the end. And we see he's like, oh, yeah, like Vegapunk, ha ha ha, we got you. No, there's something else happening. And I think it has to do, well, because he couldn't turn on the robot himself. The ancient robot. I was like, maybe something is like connected there. But yeah, this is definitely, it's going to get out. It has to get out. The message has to be received.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is the only snail. Because people have theorized that Dragon and the Revolutionary Army could also be helping to transmit this message. Maybe, they have a snail like this too, so that if one of them gets destroyed, you were talking about fail safes,
yes.
right? So if one of them gets destroyed, maybe somebody else has another one, and maybe that'll be a twist. But I do think, and that's why I zoomed in on this panel here, I do think that you're right, Megan, the way. And Oda just likes to end chapters like this to keep us guessing, to keep us excited about what's to come next week. But I do think that there is an interesting expression on the face of Mars. Like he's kind of looking up like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, or like, what the fuck is that? I have an image that I would like to pull up, but I have to wait till Megan gets back. She just stepped out for 1 second. But yeah, I'm curious to know what everybody else thinks. I'm going to pull up the chat so we can all theorize together. Dragon has arrived. Maybe it's York's stomach. That makes a lot of sense. Bonnie and Hancock in a kicking small kids and dogs contest. That was from Dirty South Joy Boy. Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, is that the new icon? Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. I was worried. Elizabeth, a wonderful member of our community, mentioned that they were going to be getting a new icon soon. I had expressed my concern because I had come to know and love them from their old icon. However, this one, really good, really solid. The broadcast is coming from Volume 1 HQ. That's absolutely right. It's coming from our own transponder snail over here.
Oh, I literally blocked it right when I came.
Right there. It's coming from right there.
Right there.
And so the Gorosei could do all they want. Doesn't matter. As long as Vivi, which is Volume 1, Vivi over there, stays intact, that message is getting out. It's being broadcast to the world. Now, the heat, and we did mention it is hot earlier in the studio, the heat has caused Vivi to fall apart before.
It's true.
I've come into the studio ready to record, and she'd be missing an eye. You know, I would be on the floor and shit. I'd be tripping on it like Home Alone, falling backwards.
Ah!
But, yeah, we're helping. We're doing our part. Keanu Reeves as Shadow. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe at the end, after we get through everything, we'll talk more about some other things that are happening. But yeah, that's the chapter. Okay, 2 segments. First, our new segment, Ups and Downs. There is a method to the madness. Full disclosure. We'll tell everyone here watching now that we're going to try to experiment with this segment being a segment that we release as its own separate video, because while we enjoy talking about these chapters live and everyone here makes talking about these chapters so much fun, I guess not everybody likes to watch a 4-hour, 3-hour, 2.5-hour, however long stream. So it'll be cool for all of us who do like to, hang out and watch videos of that length to have this, because it's not going anywhere. But then for other people who just want like a really short video to have something there as well. You know what I mean? And so that's what the ups and downs section is going. We're going to attempt for that to be. We'll see if it works. And then, of course, we have our Book of Elves segment. And I think that, I view the break week, because it was a 3-week long break, I view us coming back as like the perfect opportunity to really like set a new like normal restructure, because we've mentioned in the past that the Book of Elves, which I have to pull out, the Book of Elves was a segment that we kind of like figured out and we're figuring out on the fly. So sometimes we would go through and read like all of the other predictions that we've made to see if we could stamp any as a W or as an L. But because things don't get answered for a while and things are all over the place and the story itself jumps all over the place, we weren't really able to do that as much as we wanted to do. So maybe now is a good time to just write our predictions in there, and then we'll do like a separate video where we go through after the arc is over, maybe as part of our volume done review of Egghead, we stamp the W's and the L's. So we have a little bit more time to like actually go through and, you know what I mean? And see, what came true or what was an L. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's talk about our ups and downs for chapter 1112. My ups, by the way, were, of course, like I said in the beginning, Frankie one-shotting a vice admiral. Light work for him. Light work for the Straw Hats. I called it from the beginning. I knew it. They were out there. Those vice admirals were out there like they were fucking tough too. They were out there like they were gonna do something. And Frankie came in hot, flying through the air, swooping down from the heavens to take this man out. I mean, I feel like a lot of people do respect Frankie, but not enough. He deserves the world. And what's happening over there?
Nothing.
Tony looks like he's getting a little antsy. I see you. Yeah, I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing. He's looking right at me. He's looking at my soul. But yeah, Frankie was goated. And then the other, I think, highlight, and Bonnie too. Like Bonnie taking out the other Vice Admiral was super sick as well. Like that was definitely a highlight. But the other thing was the gurgle. Now, I mentioned earlier the brain, and I also mentioned that I have an image to accompany it. So I will pull it up now, but I was just waiting for Megan to come back. Here, Megan, is the picture that I think best illustrates, speaking of Fallout, what we are going to see in the next chapter.
Oh, perfect. It's probably exactly what it's going to look like.
I present to you what I believe to be the source of the gurgle. Okay, Vegapunk's actual mind this is what Mars is looking at. This is why he has that expression on his face, because he has seen this monstrosity. Vegapunk's actual brain. Now, it probably will be a little bit bigger. It'll be a little bit larger. It'll maybe be a little bit more vertical. Okay, because Vegapunk's brain was fucking huge, but it will roll around in a similar way. Okay. Have I cracked the code? I think so. Where, we've all assumed that maybe I just assumed that Vegapunk uploaded his consciousness to Punk Records. And this caused the information that was in his brain to, it caused his head to become smaller. However, he has seemed to chop his head off, brain off, head open, brain off, whatever, and put it in one of these contraptions.
There you go. I think you cracked it.
I think I've cracked the code, cracked the case. No further evidence. But yes, this is what I believe to be
true.
True. That's a
good prediction.
Thank you, Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. As for downs, I don't think a lot of these chapters are going to have downs, by the way. But I do think that downs is another way of just, talking about things that I maybe am on the fence about, that I wish maybe would have happened differently. And I really did think about it. I want these questions to force me to think a little bit more critically about like the chapters, all of which, like I said, are incredible and never feel like they have any downs. But I was just thinking about it, and I do think that for me, I don't know how I felt about coming back after 3 weeks. 3 weeks is a long time. Now, this is just from the perspective of a weekly reader. I do think that when this is all compiled into a physical volume, and for people who read it in the future, this will not mean anything. It won't matter. But coming back from a 3-week break, 3 weeks of no One Piece, it was cool to see a lot of the things we saw happen in this chapter, but we're still not getting that message from Vegapunk. We're still very much, it feels like, in a similar place that we were last week. Things are happening. Things are moving. But it feels like next week, in my opinion, is going to be the chapter that we get the message, or we at least get the reveal of whatever Mars was looking at. Which I also think works because it gives us a chance to ease in to the chapters again. And so I guess if I had to say there was one thing about it that I was on the fence about, or didn't quite know how to feel about, it was that. What about you, Megan?
I would have to say an up for me was Bonnie kicking the shit and using her ability
Let's
on
fucking go.
a vice admiral. It was amazing to see her stand up for herself and her dad, saying like, my daddy is not a weapon, he's a hero. Amazing.
Damn fucking straight.
He's not government property. I mean, he technically is, but he's not,
He's not.
to me. That's what she's saying that. So that was really cool. Another up, I would say, is Stussy, potentially pulling a Bon Clay, but actually pulling a Bon Clay and actually perishing.
That's good. That's good.
He did, his sacrifice is not in vain. I don't mean to say it disrespectfully, because he did a lot and he sacrificed himself in order to help Luffy. But, Stussy's staying behind and she knows it. And she sees that she has no second doubts, and you could see it in her eyes.
Mhm.
She means business.
Yeah, Beans said Pedro vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You, however, say Bon Clay vibes.
I guess more Pedro then. Because
Well, I did to say that for you to back down
sorry.
from what you were saying. But go ahead. Sorry. Those are great. Those are great highlights. Those are great ups.
I don't really have any downs.
I was gonna say, what about a down?
I don't really have any downs.
That's fair. You don't always have to.
Maybe no.
Not even. What were you gonna say? And then
It was just gonna be inappropriate.
okay, I like that though. I like that direction.
It was just with the worm.
Okay, go ahead.
Just a little visceral.
So you're only down from the chapter
was having to see that.
was having to see the worm
It's just like,
deep throat a building.
yeah.
Something about that panel or the other panel with the saliva.
It was all of it. Every time the worm is on page, it just kind of disturbs me. It might be a phobia. I'm not sure.
You have a phobia of worms or of
Just that
phallic
thing.
sort of like
No, definitely not that.
Well, definitely not that. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, interesting. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's pretty much it. Disturbing. Disturbs me.
Well, that's it. Those are the ups and downs. That's a beautiful note to end this segment on.
Yay.
The other segment we have to get into, and that's Tony.
I'll
He's
be
very
right
excited.
back.
Tony's very excited.
I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
Tony. What are you gonna do? I'll wait for Megan to get back before we go into the Book of L's. Heavy is the head that wears the L. I could actually get that ready while we're waiting. I could actually do my fucking job. How about that? And I'll pull the chat open, see what everybody else just is saying while I do that. I agree with Ty. It'll be Gorosei fights before the message reveal. Really, Zigzag. Ty said that earlier too. Where's that, Ty? Still got to build more tension before the reveal. The chapter, I guess. I don't disagree, right? But at the end of this chapter, it said that there was 1 minute left. I feel like that means it could happen in the next chapter, but I think Megan thinks more along the lines of like what you believe to be true, which is that the fights are going to happen, that tension's going to build up, and then something is going to disrupt the fight, which is going to be the message.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what you think,
Yes.
Megan? I don't know, dude, because I don't even know. Look, I don't want to talk shit. I don't want anything I say to get misinterpreted, but I do. Let me just go back to this page or panel rather here. Give me 1 second to pull up my evidence and to make sure. Okay. Now, we have seen Saturn hold it down. We've seen specifically his regeneration ability, how strong that is. We've seen what he can do. We've also seen, Gear 5 Luffy and the Giants give him a run for his money, but nothing is ever like permanent enough or does enough damage for it to actually matter long term because he always regenerates. So if we are to see fights happen between these Straw Hats and the Gorosei before the message, I just don't know like what that would even look like, because as much as I love Usopp, Nami, and Chopper, Megan, do you really believe that they can hold, even though it's 3v1,
Yeah.
that they can hold their own against Saturn?
I mean, maybe they, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe they can. Anything's possible in the world of One Piece. And maybe no, I'm just kidding. If Zoro pulls up, he'll probably deal with it here with them.
Right. Because he was absent
Yes.
earlier when they were doing things.
So they could do it
Saturn.
if Zoro's there. That's what I'll say. But I think all of them working together could like maybe potentially like hold him off. I don't know about defeat, but they could hold him off. I think so.
Now, this is a team that I have a lot more faith in, even though them versus a Gorosei is still kind of crazy to me. But Frankie, Bonnie, Atlas, this is a group that I think could do, I don't even think damage, but could hold off a Gorosei or survive for long enough. But I don't know about these three. I don't know. I love them all, but I don't mean any disrespect. This is why I think fights happening between the Gorosei and these groups is very unlikely before a message. That's all I'm saying. But that's just me. And I am what? The King of L's. You got it. The King of fucking L's. I do want to I think we got maybe one super chat that I'd like to get to. Yes. From Jonathan R.
Jonathan R. Thank you.
Jonathan R. said, of course, Lisan Al-Gaib, Hestia, Megan would be disturbed by a worm being harmed. LOL. It disturbed her enough to get a PS5. Hello, Josh Beard and Lisan Al-Gaib, Hestia, Megan. Jonathan R. makes our day.
Honestly.
What is the R for in Jonathan R? It is for regal. It is for, but like I want, it is for
rad.
It's for rad. It's for Randy. Not like Randy Troy Randy, but like Austin Powers, like Randy.
And what does that mean?
Like Randy's another word for horny. Are you Randy?
Such a crazy way to say it.
Josh is a word for joking around. Like,
that's true.
Are you joshing? Or are you joshing? Or are you Rand? You know what I'm saying? Josh, Randy. There has to be more examples of that. Like names that also mean other things.
Mine is
Slang
an annoying little sister.
Oh, like from Drake and Josh. I get it. Yeah, people do. Yeah, people do.
I got that a lot growing up. That was fun.
Yeah.
But it's different. It's a different spelling.
And that's how you get out of it.
Right.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
Now that Megan's back, it's time to get into our second segment. Heavy is the head that wears the L. Which I was supposed to be preparing.
You do.
But I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Give me a second.
Give me a second.
Megan, you keep the people company.
Hi.
Keep them entertained.
Hello. Gregory Pond with a member comment. Let's go. A year anniversary. Glad I could catch y'all this week.
That's me flashing you, Gregory. Almost
oh
there.
my God. That was
Almost.
crazy. But thank you, Gregory. That's freaking crazy. That's
Shout out
awesome.
Gregory.
We're going to be also celebrating, I think in June, our 4-year anniversary. 4 years of Volume 1.
Let's fucking go.
Wow, where does the time go? It goes and it's gone. Isn't
Like
that
sand
crazy?
through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. I finally did it. I got the book.
Yay!
I have a theory ready to be crafted, ready to be written down, ready to be scribbled into the pages of destiny.
Oh,
Do you have yours?
no.
All right. So, again, we're going to start just writing our predictions down in the book. And in a separate video, we'll go through and we will stamp things as W's or L's because, again, it'll probably be a little bit better that way and a little less all over the place. My theory this week
Ooh.
is one that I will not back down from.
I would not write down.
Is one that I will not write down. Mars. Okay, hold on. Let me. I know what it is, but I've got to figure out how to phrase it. The gurgle. The gurgle. Imagine it is just the noise that the snail is making. I will be very embarrassed if that turns out to be true. But the gurgle from chapter 1112 is Vegapunk's brain. Vegapunk's, I'm going to write down actual physical brain. Actual brain. In a, I keep saying vat. Is that a right word to describe like what it would be? I guess vat.
A vat. A tank.
A tank.
Tank.
Tank is a better word. Actual brain inside of a tank. Today's date is 4/19/24, and this prediction is made by yours truly, Josh.
Bro, lost for real.
Is that the only one?
Is that the only one? You write one down, and I'll go.
I don't
through.
know. I don't have any.
Okay, if you don't have any, that's fine.
I'm trying to think of one.
I wanted to say that. Let's see, Stussy.
It would be cool to see Robin go against Saturn
I mean, yeah, dude, that would be awesome.
because he has multiple legs and she has multiple limbs,
That would be awesome.
but she's kind of hurt right now, so I'm not sure what she could do.
I do. Okay. This is gonna be a little crazy.
Oh, I have one, I guess.
Okay, yeah, go off.
The destruction of the triangle snail will not result. Well, because we know the message gets out, right? Like, that's confirmed.
But it seems to be transmitting, at least how Mars originally understood it, transmitting from this snail.
But
I don't think, like I think
the destruction of the triangle snail will not result
in
the destruction of the message.
Will not terminate the message.
Will not terminate the message.
I think you're very right about that.
Well, it's kind of like a given. That's how I get so many wins. I just write exactly what's probably going to happen. But let me think of a...
Dragon and the Revs might have their own triangle snail.
It might be Kid gurgling underwater.
Oh, that's good, dude. That's good. Listen to this.
It's Kid underwater.
I just came up with this theory.
He's like, what? And they're like, what is that? And then he's the person who's going to transport the message.
I just came up with this theory. Tell me if this is cracked or tell me if this is whacked. Triangle shaped snail. Why was there a panel with York throwing up the triangle? I believe it was to signify that this message is being triangulated, and there are 3 snails that it is bouncing around from. One of which is in possession of Dragon and the Revolutionary Army. The other on Elbaf, and the third here on Egghead. Destroying one snail does not destroy the message, but destroying all 3 does. Hence the Illuminati, the triangle.
But lost for real.
Swacked.
It's whacked?
Wait, it's whacked?
Wait, what?
Wait, wee? It's whacked?
Hey, I was gonna retire after that one.
Oh. The 3 snail problem.
That's 3 snail problem. Yes, that's so good.
Funny.
Who said that? That's
Zigzag.
so good. Shout out Zigzag. You're fucking goated.
Ty said destroying the snail might cut off the broadcast with the world, but the reveal could still be known to everyone on Egghead.
That's true. That's true. I think your prediction here, I'm going to write down that one.
Write down that one.
The 3 snail.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it, I call this theory, and it's because of a Zigzag. You get a little credit right there with it. The 3 snail problem. The 3 snail problem. And I'm going to write it like an equation. Triangle snail equals 3 snails. I think triangulating is a way of like locking in or like, how do you say it? Like finding the location of something, because you're using whatever points you can to kind of like triangulate where it would be, but still, triangle snails equal 3 snails transmitting a message. One on Egghead, one with Revs, one on Elbaf. This is also Josh, and this is 4/19/24.
Woo!
All right. So the 3 predictions that we have from this week's chapter
3
are
3 predictions.
3 predictions, 3 snails. We're fucking cracked.
We're also... I was kidding. I
Whacked.
was going to say like introducing a 3rd host, but I was joking. I was just going to like...
Bring in Tony or Monty.
Yeah. Like, get ready.
The first prediction is the gurgle from chapter 1112 is Vegapunk's actual brain inside of a tank. My second prediction is, thanks to Zigzag, a prediction I will now be calling the 3 snail problem, which implies that 1 triangle snails actually equals 3 triangle snails. 1 will be on Egghead, obviously, 1 with the Revs, and 1 on Elbaf. Megan, your your prediction is?
The destruction of the triangle snail transponder will. I wrote that wrong. The destruction of the triangle snail transponder will not terminate the message. I put will terminate the message.
Read it again. I fixed it.
The destruction of the triangle snail will not terminate the message. That feeds into, it doesn't have to feed into, but it could.
And thus...
Yeah. That's mine.
And thus concludes our segment. Heavy is the head that wears the
Oh no, that was really bad.
It looked good?
I could literally see it.
Okay, let me try it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Better?
No, it peeped out on the bottom.
Damn it!
Damn, you're
Hold on.
Oh.
I got it. It's gonna look real this time.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's see.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, that was. But it was better than it was the first two times.
I flashed it. Okay, whatever.
That
concludes the segment. Heavy is the head.
The one time you do fucking magic on.
No, I know. The one time I bombed. It bombed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's harder to do on video than it is to do on in real life.
Can you do a trick for our 4-year anniversary show live stream?
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Again, for me, I really do think that magic works best in real life because with recordings,
it's true. Yeah,
you could do anything. You can hide things a lot easier.
Yeah,
edit things. Ooh, I like. It's kind of like burning my nostril a little bit right now.
You put it actually in your nose?
Yeah.
I don't want to touch that.
I'll wipe it off.
I don't want to touch that.
You know? I thought you liked
boogery pens.
Yeah, boogery.
No. Mr. Yasman 300 is Megan going to call 911 if Josh gets the pen stuck in his nose, or will she leave him? I'll just walk out.
Yeah, she'll just literally walk out. I'll be on the floor.
Well, because I know you wouldn't want me to call 911 because they might charge you if you have to go to an ambulance.
That's true.
So
That's true.
You're the type, if you get cut too deep, you'll put super glue on your hand instead of stitches. So that's why I wouldn't. It's for you. Like, it was like it's a good thing for you. I was looking out for you in that way.
I appreciate that. That's actually...
You're welcome.
That's actually the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Leave me while I'm suffering. Hey.
Holy shit, where did that pen go? Thank you, Spicy Kimchi.
Thank you, Spicy
Kimchi.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But that's going to do it for the chapter. Again, if you guys have any other opinions or things that we didn't talk about or things that you noticed or theories that you have, let us know in the chat, and we'll be just hanging out and reading those with you for the rest or the duration of the live.
I just got to say too, Oda, I swear, and I'm not complaining. I don't think anyone is complaining. No one's complaining, actually. It's the best, it's actually we're seeing it in real time. We're seeing the BBL movement of the One Piece ladies.
Okay.
Because I swear to God, every single chapter, Nami and Robin are getting more and more thick.
It's beautiful.
I'm looking at the panel right now. If you could... I swear, every single time I'm like, Oda has tapped in, and he stayed tapped in since Egghead has begun. Keep scrolling.
Keep zooming. I keep zooming more and more.
I was wondering. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that sounded painful, dude. Was that your tooth? Oh, that sounded loud. That's crazy. I've done that before, though. I have.
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
I think I taste blood.
Really? Let me see. No blood.
I look like the fucking worm.
Yeah, that was instant karma for you shit-talking the worm about deep-throating a building. The universe said, you're about to deep-throat this microphone right now. But
Ow.
no, yeah, Egghead is the it has been the arc of ass.
It's
It's been the real, yeah. It's been ass head, the real whole cake island.
booty head.
It's been booty piece since the very beginning.
Booty piece.
And you know,
And
is
no
what
one's
it is.
complaining. No one's complaining. That's the thing. Everyone is like, Oda's just. He said, "I'm in my bag for the final."
For the final saga, he's
For
like,
the
I got a
final
plan. I have a plan.
Oh my gosh, we got a member comment.
Let's go.
From Arend. Thank you, Arend. Let's go.
Damn, son.
Shout out
Where'd you find
Ren.
this?
Theory, Vegapunk can disconnect communication with the other satellites at will, resulting in him keeping curtain information away from them. I like this theory a lot, Arend, because it makes a lot of sense. Because there is always an opportunity, and I'm sure he knows this, that, you know, you can be your own worst enemy.
No, absolutely,
Right?
Rand. I think that the only person that can do this, though, well, I guess like, okay, hold on, because we were talking to Parvision about this kind of how the other satellites and the Stella could possibly have like let York like do all of the things that she did to like betray them or whatever. Like it doesn't seem very likely that she would have actually been able to successfully do all of these things in the shadows. They are just so big brained that they're like letting her think that she's doing all these things, but they have, again, a contingency. I do think that the satellite is absolutely able to do this 100%, but I think maybe in terms of like information, it might just be the Stella that is able to do this, right? Like Vegapunk can disconnect, and I think Vegapunk, you mean Stella, can disconnect communication with the other satellites at will, resulting in him keeping curtain information away from them. This is, I 100% agree. I 100,000% agree, Arend. But what information is he keeping a curtain around?
Maybe his like fail safe to like just to turn.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right.
Jonathan R with a donation.
So cool.
Thank you, Jonathan R.
Shout out Jonathan
Thank
R.
you. Did someone say worm? Is Lisan Al Gaib, Hestia Megan on the move again?
Can you? This is like
I said it.
This seems to be a new function.
What?
I guess like
Oh, you could like.
we can like super chats.
Oh,
now.
that's cool.
I can't.
I think other people can too.
I can't. I just noticed that. It doesn't seem like I can like member comments, but okay. Go off, YouTube.
Go off, YouTube.
A curtain. LOL. I'm dead. Can we also all agree that Edison is dying soon?
Curtain, because
Yeah.
you said it was supposed to be certain, but I think they said it's curtain.
But I ran with it.
I ran with it too. I didn't even. I was like, oh, a curtain. You're putting
gonna
the
be
curtain
honest.
behind. You're putting the information behind a curtain, so you can't see it.
That's what I thought. And I'll be honest, if Constantinos wouldn't have said that,
you would have.
I would have never fucking known.
No.
I'd have been like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what Aren meant. Because it works. It works. But yeah, you're right. They meant to say certain.
Jonathan R with another donation. Thank you, Jonathan R. Theory for me is that the triangle snail is here to link to the Vegapunk brain, and destroying it would end her. Since they are all called satellites, they must be getting their signals via snail. So you're saying all the satellites are getting their signal from the snail?
Well, yeah, somewhere. And I think Jonathan R is saying probably the snail. Okay. Because I wrote down, I wanted to just like, sometimes we know that things can get chaotic and crazy. The only satellites that are alive still, because Edison, after this chapter, like...
He's probably gone.
To echo what Gabe was saying, also we can agree Edison is dying soon. 100%, absolutely. So let's just take Edison out, right? That means that York is kind of... She's still in the game, but she's evil. She's the traitor. Edison, out. Shaka, out. Pythagoras, out. The Stella, out. That only leaves Lilith and Atlas.
Yes.
So... it's the pieces are all kind of falling into place where we had talked about there not being any Vegapunks left to leave the island. We see Stussy staying behind to guarantee their escape. Edison kind of sacrificing himself to also guarantee their escape. I do think that Lilith is going to have to do... Lilith and Atlas... Well, Atlas for sure, right, is squared up against the Gandhi Gorosei.
Mm-hmm.
So something will probably happen to her in that encounter, that battle. Maybe something will happen against like Saturn and Lilith, leaving only York, and maybe something will happen with her and Mars. But it's all kind of like seeming like they're all getting taken out in a very like natural sort of way. Because there was a period of time where I did believe that the communication was going to get cut off because it looked like they were on their way out, and it looked like it was going to happen a lot sooner than it ended up happening, because it hasn't even happened yet. So I thought that something was going to happen. They were all going to fucking, collapse because they were going to get cut off, but they're all getting taken out.
Jonathan R. with the dono.
Shout out Jonathan R.
I meant for York, lol.
Oh, for York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean, but that still plays into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
mm-hmm.
because that could be maybe how York gets taken out, and Lilith is going up against Saturn. Atlas is going up against Gandhi.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how they would. And Edison, we're already kind of counting him out, but that's how this battle is going to make it so that none of the Vegapunks leave Egghead. Crazy, man. Crazy. I feel like Edison is definitely a satellite that I've
grown fond of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. I want to do like a satellite ranking eventually. Shaka, top of the list. Then maybe Lilith. And then maybe Edison. And then maybe Atlas. And then maybe York. And Pythagoras is on the fucking bottom of the list. Sorry. Pythagoras.
So York is at the bottom, but like the traitor is higher than him. The op.
The op is higher, yes, than Pythagoras. Because I think I like York's design. I would even put York, even though she's evil or a traitor, I would put her above maybe even Atlas, actually. Just me. Edison number 1 said test. I really hope she didn't break her tooth.
A beautiful lie with the donation.
That'd be so funny.
As it is written, may thy tooth chip and shatter.
Whoa! That is how it's written, dude.
That would have been cool, honestly. It would be...
That's dude, because the blades that they fight with are teeth from the worms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're worm teeth.
That's gross.
May thine tooth chip and shatter. They hold it up to their fucking forehead.
No, I was saying if my tooth did get chipped, it would be funny because then I would just have a chipped tooth because I don't have money to fix it.
Right.
So it would have been like indefinite. That's why it would have been really funny.
We could have done something, I think, on camera to make it work. Like
green screen?
Not about green screen, but
like tape?
I think we could make a pretty convincing like fake tooth. Like that would look real on camera. In real life, it would look so bad, but I think we could get away with it. You should try it. May thy knife, but yeah, but you know what I mean. The knife are the teeth.
The tooth are the knife.
The teeth of the knife.
The teeth are the knife,
Vice
and the knife are the teeth.
Yeah. We could donate for a fund to fix his teeth. No,
my teeth are okay.
Absolutely not.
My front ones, at least.
Let me see.
I didn't chip it.
No, you didn't. I just wanted to see if
they
I could
said
see
no, you did.
A little chip in the
no.
a little chink in the armor.
No.
Anyway, is there anything else you want to talk about, Megan? While we're here, we have about, I would say, we have a little bit more time to hang out and to chill and to be live before we have to get out of here. I don't think we really have to get out of here until closer to 2:00, but
I am not sure.
The new One Piece anime episode should be coming out soon as well. It does really feel good to be back. We were pretty busy during our break weeks, but it feels good to be back doing this.
Yes.
Talking about the chapters weekly.
Oh, if you wanted to, I mean, I'm sure everyone, well, I don't know, but I'm sure a lot of people may know or may not know. We recently posted our newest episode of Adulting in Anime with the Randy Troy.
The Randy Troy.
And I don't know if everyone knows that. So
just in case you don't,
you know, if you wanted to play the little teaser, if you wanted to on Twitter, I think that would be a very good idea because some people don't know and some people don't have their notifications on for when we post videos. So that would be very helpful and very cool for you to do that, Josh.
Okay, Megan, yes. Absolutely.
Thank you.
No, you're absolutely right.
I'm glad we're on the same page. So if you just go to the little guy. Profile media.
Oh, media. Okay.
Yes, media.
Got this.
Perfect.
I'm fucking.
Thank you. There we go.
Oh.
There it is.
Wow. Oh, shit. You're Megan.
Wow.
Not only am I coming with the gags, I'm coming with the truth.
Who is your favorite One Piece YouTuber?
I literally wrote a letter and sent it to the 4Kids offices. Like, do not do this. Here's why the technology is actually at a point where we could reasonably achieve a good version of this.
This
Who
was
is
so
your
fun,
favorite
character to write for, and why is it Sanji?
Have I been involved in season 2? Yeah. And it's awesome.
You were not lying. You were not lying about bringing the truth.
No lies.
From childhood fan to adulting in anime, our episode with Randy Troy is out now.
Not only am I coming with the gags, I'm coming with the truth.
Let's go.
I'm exploding.
Randy was a great guest, and just in case you haven't checked it out, good point, Megan. That's such a good point.
Thank you again, everyone who has watched it, everyone who has supported it. These episodes mean a lot to us because we put a lot into them and we really appreciate it. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. Like, comment, literally anything. Bringing back what I used to, my old pitch that I don't even do anymore. You can like, comment, a period. It acts as a free tip to us in our channel. I don't say that anymore.
You don't?
I just realized I don't do that anymore. Why is that?
Times change.
Have I changed?
But yeah,
having like a crisis. I'm like, oh yeah.
No, we do put a lot of work. I mean, I think
Yes.
I hope you can tell when you watch the videos, the interviews, that you can see the amount of work we put into them. Thank you for all the support, like Megan said, that we've gotten already, and not only just liking that video, but like this stream too. It really does matter and it does help. It means the world to us. I know that everybody tells you to do that, but they tell you to do it for a reason.
And the next episode that we will be coming out with for Adulting in Anime will be with the Grand Line Review. We're very excited about that one. It's in the bank. It's going to be released.
Liam really, I don't want to say surprised me, but kind of surprised me. He was he was down to fucking clown. He was like the best sport about everything. I know him and Murphy do a series, like a video series, or like a I don't think it's a podcast necessarily, but they have a series of videos that they do together. And I know that they kind of bust each other's balls on that series. But I don't know why I didn't think he was going to have the energy that he had, but I loved it. I loved it. I knew he would be a great guest, and I knew he would offer so much insight, and I knew that it was going to be a solid episode. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I wasn't expecting for him to be as fun and funny and just the good sport that he was. I knew all those things to be true of him. I knew he was funny. I knew all that, but it's one thing to think that, and it's another thing to record the episode and go damn, dude, that was awesome. After I was buzzing after the recording,
and it was our first interaction with him,
and that's
why.
Yeah, no, that's
never
why
talked to him on that level, and it was really nice.
Yeah,
that's why,
and that's why I'm really excited for everybody to see it, because he brought something out in me. He brought something out in me that I want everybody to see. And then, of course, we got Roger and Reagan, Roger's base and Reagan in studio after that. Liam was the only one. Grand Line was the only one that we didn't do in studio. This is kind of we're calling our first season, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's our first season of Adulting in Anime. And then we'll have a second season with other guests. And hopefully we can get some more peeps from SoCal to come into studio. That would be very fun.
Yeah. My dream guests, I've said this before, anyone from RDC, but they don't live in California.
I'm talking about California.
Emily Rudd, because I feel like her history and love of anime seems like it goes deep.
Yes.
Really deep. And so I think it'd be the format of this show specific. I mean, I'd love to have any of the OPLA cast on.
That would be so much fun.
But I feel like she would fit into this already kind of like predetermined format.
Yes.
Really well.
Yes.
Matt, of course. But yeah, we're doing it in seasons just so we can have a little bit of a break in between editing, especially the episodes. Until we get to a point where we can hire an editor, which will be one of these days. But not anytime soon.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're at our 10-year mark,
Maybe.
Even then.
See, you have to put in your work. You have to be in the trenches because it's how you appreciate success later on in life. When I used to do stand-up, we used to always say that, like, because it would happen sometimes that people would blow up. They would just blow up because of one video of their set that they posted. But they always, they never had longevity. Their success never, like, resulted in longevity because they didn't have the tools that one develops during the grind, if you will. I love the grind, and I love being able to say one day to an editor, we did this shit for 10 years.
Okay, I was exaggerating. Hopefully it's not 10 years. That was a crazy number that I threw out.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Hoping that it's much sooner.
Yeah, no, all jokes aside, yeah, I hope it's soon too. Really soon.
I think so boosh.
Oh yeah, super chats, donations,
member comments.
Member comments.
Swaboosh. I read the news and I think it is what it is. I see V1 sub count and think, why is the world so fucked up? Damn, that's crazy.
That's funny, Swaboosh. Shout out, Swaboosh. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. For real, that means the fucking world to us.
Thank you,
You're the GOAT.
Swaboosh.
We missed one from Jonathan R. I don't know if you read this one.
Oh, no.
Megan.
I didn't see it. I'm so sorry, Jonathan.
Is this time for Josh to settle his beef with Liam over the OPTCG? LOL. Lisan Al-Gaib Hestia. Make sure he survives. Liam is a bigger dude. Liam could take me in a 1v1 fight if we were to physically duke it out.
I can't imagine you in a fight.
I've only been in one, and it was an accident.
I can't imagine.
But I wish I would have remembered to bring that up, but I didn't remember to bring that up. But I wish I had. I did mention some other things though. It was a goofy good time. Man.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited for you guys to watch that episode for sure.
Have Matt bring Hassan. I guess Matt went on Hassan's stream again for a second time, which is cool. Matt is again someone that we're gonna have on Adulting in Anime eventually, as his schedule permits it, or when his schedule permits it.
Spicy Kimchi with a Volume 1 podcast membership gift.
It's your kitchen.
To Gabe Ruiz.
Go. Oh, Gabe got one.
Let's go.
Oh, shit. Shout out Spicy Kimchi and shout out Gabe. I'm excited for the new anime episode 2. When do they come out? We usually react to them on like Sunday, but I think they come out Saturday night, I believe. The anime episodes. I want to see if there is Why was the fight an accident? Said Winston. Josh, story time? I'll give you the footnotes, the cliff notes. In my drinking days, I was out at a bar. I went there with some coworkers. One of them was super fucked up, and outside, he had forgotten because of how fucked up he was. He had forgotten how he got there. But I knew how he got there. He got a ride from another coworker. So I went outside to tell him, because he's like, where the fuck is my car? Like, how the fuck did I get here? Where the fuck am I at?
Oh my God.
And I went outside and I was like, hey man, I know how you got here. Like, so-and-so brought you here. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, no, that shit didn't happen. And I was like, it did. And he was like freaking out. So I went and I put my hands on his shoulders, on both of his shoulders. And I was like, it's okay, dude. It's okay. Like, I know how you got here. So-and-so gave you a ride. Like, I'll go grab them and tell them that you want to get back, yada, yada, yada. And he was cool. But another coworker came out and saw my hands on his shoulders. And from their perspective, it looked like I was either shaking him or it looked like I was choking him.
Choking?
Or I don't know what it looked like, because they came out and they were fucked up too. And they saw my hands on his shoulders. And they were like, get your fucking hands off of him. And then called into the bar and was saying like, they're fighting. And I have my hands on this guy's shoulders. And I see in his eyes, him like look up at me. And instantly in his mind, he felt like he was in a fight. He thought that what they were saying was true. And this was a fight. And I saw the change in his eyes. And he just leaned back and started fucking punching me in the face.
Oh my God. Did it hurt?
So for self-defense, I mean, yeah, but I've been punched before. I've only been in one fight, but let's just say
Let's say what? Let's just say what?
I've been punched in the face before.
Okay.
A little father-son bonding time. Let's just say that. But
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I just defended myself and I just started swinging. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really even aiming.
You blacked out.
Kinda like
adrenaline.
It was adrenaline, and I was like, what the fuck? I was shocked, and I was like eyes closed, like leaning back. And I was swinging as much as I could, and then it finally got broken up. And the girl who thought we were fighting in the first place, and I kind of started the whole thing, came into the center, pushed us back, and he was still swinging, and he fucking punched her in the face, and then she got mad, and it was a whole thing.
Okay, well, you should know what's happening before you make accusations.
That's what I said.
So maybe she shouldn't have got involved.
That was the only fight I've ever been in.
Because she caused you getting punched in the face.
Yeah, it was her fault. It was her
They're
fault.
fighting.
There have been a lot of close
And you were like,
encounters.
no.
Yeah, no. Fuck. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
There's been a lot of close encounters at other bars and things like that, but luckily we've been able to dodge it. A lot of people, like a lot of people start like fights, I guess, or like the arguing and the aggression.
Oh, yeah.
But then people always get like pushed away. Like someone always is there, either a employee or a friend, to be like, yo, chill, dude. It's not worth it. Like, chill. You know? Anyway.
There's been some close calls, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Or you just have that one friend that like always wants to fight too.
Yes.
That you go out with. And, you know, that's in the younger days. And then you kind of learn as you go, like, okay, I'm just not going to go hang out with this person anymore when we go out. But there's always that one person that's like, no, they looked at me they're giving me fucking dirty looks.
Yes.
What the fuck are you looking at? They could have said, excuse me, you know?
Yeah. I have had a couple of those friends.
Oh my God.
I was just going to see if there was a preview, because I know that the last...
I saw this.
You saw this?
I saw this.
Okay, this is more for the Frobin agenda.
I was tagged by Beans into this on Twitter.
Beans.
For our Twitter page, and I was like, yep,
Okay, so I was looking to see, because obviously the last anime episode that came out was a flashback.
Yes.
So I wanted to see... Oh, I have to pull it up in this window because... certain browsers don't let you show video players on stream.
I could just pull it up on Twitter.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay. This might work though. Let me just change this browser source, this internet source, and it might work. But bookmark it just in case.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Mozilla? Firefox. I have to use Firefox, okay?
Mozilla? Firefox.
Okay, it's all set up. So this is from the most recent anime episode. At the very end of the episode, you have two characters that are kind of giving you a little bit of context, teaching you, reminding you about things from earlier in the series that are relevant in whatever episode you just watched. And curiouser the two people in this post-episode explanation are none other than Frankie and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
The Robin agenda is strong. Wow, dude. That's a couple. That's a power couple. They know what they're doing.
They do.
And people act like it's not real.
They do.
But it's real. I wanted to pull this up because I wanted to see the preview for the next anime episode. I hadn't obviously seen it. So I am going to watch it off screen because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch it muted.
Okay.
Because we don't want this to get copyrighted.
Yes.
As soon as the Sunny finishes sailing, okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
Is that how I sound to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be another banger, dude. This is going to be another fucking banger.
Oh, shooty.
Oh, whoa. Okay, they're cooking. They're back. It's
They're
back.
Cooking. They're back.
We're back, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to see that before we definitively said one way or the other whether or not the next anime reaction we do will be coming to YouTube. That's an episode that's coming to YouTube. Best believe it. Super excited for that. We'll probably record it on Sunday or Monday, maybe Monday.
Yes.
But man, it's good. It's good to be back. In case you didn't check out any of the collabs too, we did one with Par. We did one with, of course, Jay. We did one with Preach. I think that's it, right?
Joy Girl.
Joy Girl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Always linked in our Discord and stuff like that. I think, we're coming towards the tail end of this live. However, just because it was mentioned earlier, I think it was Eddie who said it. It was either Eddie or Zigzag. I think it was Eddie. But yes, Keanu Reeves has been cast as Shadow in the upcoming Sonic 3 movie. And
yes.
I don't know.
That's from Knuckles himself, dude.
It's very cool.
It's cool. It's cool. I think that he's going to do great. I think there was even a Keanu Reeves reference in the first Sonic movie. I love Keanu Reeves. I love him so much. And I think he's going to be great. Like, I think he's perfect. It's just, because the Transformers trailer came out too, and I'm just feeling that thing, which it's never going to go away, but Tails is voiced by the original VA, right? For Tails.
Yes.
It just goes back to this thing of like casting really big actors to be the voices of certain roles. And the reason I bring up the Transformers trailer, to me, that movie, I'm not a big enough Transformers fan to like care about it, but Chris Hemsworth is Optimus Prime. And the guy from Atlanta, I forget his name. He's from Atlanta Godzilla.
Any information about the Transformers movies at all?
It's an animated movie.
Oh.
But it doesn't look, to me, the animation personally doesn't look that great. Anyway, it's the guy from Atlanta and Godzilla. I forget his name. He was in Bullet Train too. He's Megatron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Megatron.
That's cool. You just don't like it.
How do you feel about, like, because Keanu's going to crush it as Shadow. Like, I think that makes so much sense.
I think that, obviously they're just trying to get big names so that they can, have
Sell
people
tickets,
watch it.
for sure.
And also to change it up as well,
Yeah.
because, I would say that, like like those two characters have been voiced by the same person for a long time. Just having a new interpretation for them is kind of cool. Garfield being played by Chris Pratt, on the other hand, is an abomination.
That's what I'm saying.
That's different, though. Because
how is that different?
Because Bill Murray is Garfield. There's already a big name behind Garfield. You have the big name. Bill Murray is Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's he's getting up there and he's not doing it. He doesn't want to do it. He did it. Tale of Two Kitties was it.
Great film. Great film. There's like a British bulldog in that. And he's like, oh, do that way she go, do that.
Oh my God.
That's how it kind of sounds.
Sounds like it didn't age very well.
It's just an accent. Did I say anything wrong? But yeah. And he's like, Odie, we have to go find my twin brother.
You're talking about Bill Murray. This is Bill Murray.
Yes. From the first Garfield as well. That was a weird choice to make Odie a live action dog and not a cartoon dog like Garfield. Because why not make Garfield just a talking cat that's live action? Really odd choice. Didn't have the budget. But but I think that animals in filming, it's hard. And that costs money too.
Hard, yeah.
So just food for thought. Just some food for thought. Because in Tale of Two Kitties, because Odie doesn't fucking talk. In A Tale of Two Kitties, that bulldog be talking, but he's live action, and other animals be talking too. So it is just interesting.
Maybe we'll see a theory video unpacking the real truth behind why Odie was made live action in A Tale of Two Kitties.
Did you guys listen to the Kendrick diss track?
It came out.
Oi.
It came out. Can I, bro? I'll listen to it on stream, like with it, like muted or whatever. The stream muted. I have to hear it because there was one that came out that was supposed to be
scary.
That was proven to be AI and not legit. Is this the legit one? While I wait for that to trickle in,
let me look. I could just look it up.
I'll get back to what we're talking about. Keanu Reeves is going to crush it. That's going to be cool.
I'm excited for
Sonic 3. Shadow's going to be sick. Idris Elba already said that this is going to be the one for the fans with the most Easter eggs. Jim Carrey is back. Let's fucking go. Nobody expected these movies to be as good as they have been, but they've been so much fun. And I can't wait. I know even for someone like my brother who's been a lifelong Sonic fan, seeing Shadow, he had the Shadow game when Shadow was on the fucking motorcycle with the fucking gun shooting everybody up. Like he played almost every Sonic game. He is probably most excited for this, and I'm excited to see him excited, but I'm also excited myself. I can't fucking wait, dude. And Keanu's going to be good. It's just the celebrities, big names being cast, and that's never going to not happen because they need to sell tickets. I get it. I'm not mad at it, but there are other great voice actors out there too, you know? Why didn't they cast fucking Kristen Wiig as Tails or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, because Aquafina. Bro, you know how fucking lucky we got that they didn't cast Aquafina as fucking Tails? Because that she is in everything, okay?
Sonic.
I was gonna say that hoe is in everything, but I don't mean that as like I don't mean to be like
yikes.
I didn't say it because I don't want it.
You did say it though. You just did. You always do that thing when you're like, I'm not gonna say it, but I literally just said it.
But it's like I meant it more as like a slang and not as like the actual like meaning of the word. You know what I mean? Like. But anyway, go ahead. Is the Kendrick shit real?
I don't know.
I gotta do my own research.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's AI still.
Josh, Sonic is for kids. I'm a fucking kid, dude. I'm a kid. Gabe said that.
I just want Amy.
Amy's gonna be in this one. Watch post credits.
It's like come on, what are we doing?
Sonic 3 is gonna have the same plot as Godzilla.
I need Amy and Cream in on this bitch right now. Okay.
It's gonna happen. She's gonna be post credits. Gonna be Amy, and it's gonna be Rouge.
Rouge is already confirmed. No. I don't know what they're gonna do with that girl.
She's gonna have to get a breast reduction to be in that bitch because if it is for the kids,
no, they're gonna be even lower than before.
They're gonna make them bigger.
Yeah, they're gonna make them bigger for the adults to come into the seats.
Josh, don't. They will cast Aquafina as Amy now. If Aquafina, and it's nothing against Aquafina. If Aquafina would have been in 3 things. And then taking a little fucking time, taking her back.
Okay, that's just unfair, though. She's like literally working, and you're just mad at her for working.
Yes.
Because if she just would have just like gone into like 3 things and just took a break, like took a break from earning money, like that's so crazy.
Took her bag, and like no. Diversify.
No.
I'm not saying she shouldn't have worked, but like diversified herself a little bit, you know? But
Diversified
if I was
herself. She's
Awkwafina,
just,
I would be doing the same thing.
yeah, literally.
I would literally
If
be doing the
everyone
same
and your
thing.
mom wants you to be in all of their projects,
Right.
why not?
But
Disney bagged. Okay.
yeah, sure. But I think there's going to be a lot of fatigue from a lot of people, a lot of Awkwafina fatigue. And maybe if you would play, because it's all a strategy. An actor's career is all about strategy. What projects they do take, but which ones they don't take. What they do and how they do it when they do it. All that is a big play.
Okay.
And I think
You're great. You should be an agent.
I am. In the short term, Bag Central, Rec City. Okay. In the long term, maybe she's going to have the Kevin Hart effect where she's going to be in fucking everything.
But Kevin Hart is still in everything too.
But now people, like when Borderlands came out, people are like, why the fuck is Kevin Hart even in this shit? Kevin Hart doesn't need to be in this shit.
People love it. People love Kevin Hart still.
Still?
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Awkwafina is just like Steve from Blue's Clues. Zigzag don't.
Zigzag is trying to bait you. Dude.
No.
Imagine seeing Sexy Rouge the Bat with Awkwafina's voice. It's happening. It's confirmed. It's canon. Just a little tangent, just a little funny aside.
And what about Sally? Sonic's girlfriend.
I just think that,
Sonic's girlfriend, Sally Acorn.
I just think that
Sonic's boo thing. Squirrel.
They're going to.
She's a squirrel? I think she's a squirrel.
They're going to come in. Maybe towards the end of this movie, maybe post-credit scene of this movie. This movie is going to have the same exact plot that the first Kong versus Godzilla had, where, you know, Shadow is Kong. And so that they're going to have to fight, but then become friends. And you know how they teamed up to fight Mecha Godzilla? They're going to have to team up to fight Metal Sonic by the end of the movie. And that's a fact. It's not a fact. It's my guess. It would be crazy, said Test, if they put Sally and Amy in the movie canon.
No. I mean, obviously, Amy's more iconic, I would say.
Kristen Ritter, the actress who played Jessica Jones, might join or might voice Rouge in Sonic 3. That's perfect. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like her.
You'll bring in the Archie comic characters.
Ultimate crossover.
We already have Riverdale.
Yeah. Anyway, just a little entertainment
news.
Entertainment segment.
This is E-News.
Yeah, we're E-News now.
I know. Remember Extra?
Extra. I just have to we go.
That's a throwback. That's a fucking throwback.
Before we go, I have
Holy
to find
shit.
out about this Kendrick diss track.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I looked it up. I don't think it's real.
Wait, hold on.
I think it's AI. But then there's another thing that says like Drake confirms that it's real. So I'm just confused.
Drake put push-ups
On
streaming.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Kendrick has been begging for someone to really try. Okay. I don't see anything. Would someone post where I can find this shit? I'll just say this, dude.
I need the max win.
Bro, he keeps commenting on like Kendrick's shoe size, which is so funny. Saying he's got like small feet and shit. Drake is winning right now, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that is just how it is happening. That could all change the moment that Kendrick puts something out. But as of right now, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that like I'm happier one way or the other. You know, I'm just in it for the I like you know, I like what it does for like I guess like music, you know? It's just fun. Like this beef is fun. I'm trying to bring it up, but I can't. It's not letting me.
Damn.
I switched and now it's not letting me switch back, so we're fucked. Anyway. Let's see if this works. Oh my god! Stop! Whatever. It's not working. Anyway, I was gonna pull something up. I was gonna pull up the thing of Drake making fun of Kendrick's shoe size.
Oh,
It's not working. Anyway, that's gonna do it for another One Piece chapter and a little bit extra. At the end.
extra. That was crazy. Throwback. I totally forgot about that. Unlocked my brain.
I cast him as the crocodile character in Sonic, or alligator character in Sonic. I could see that.
Jack Black can do anything, so
he really can, but I'm surprised he wasn't in Fallout. I mean, I imagine like every video game thing. I imagine he's just gonna be in every video game thing. Anyway, the only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is or chat. Let us know. We need help. Help us.
we're back.
We're back. One Piece is back.
One Piece is back. 3 snail problem.
3 snail problem.
There it is, Gabe. Thank you,
There
Gabe.
it is, Gabe. We got a 3 snail problem. Until next time, we got a 3 snail problem. Okay. Let me just real quick. A couple of things coming in right at the very end. Gus saying we haven't had rap beef like this in a while. I agree. Zigzag saying Drake's diss track is his best work in a decade. It really is him popping off. He needed this heat to really like inspire him to come out swinging, to make something this fucking hype. Ty said Drake's been mid since 2015. He has some hits. I think that his albums recently haven't been great, but that 21 Savage mixtape, I think was it a mixtape or was it an album? That 21 Savage project was pretty fucking lit. I think it was more lit than the album he came out with. I feel you. Booty Piece is great. Save the Worms, brought to you by Lisan Al Gaib. Let's go. But I like we got a 3 snail problem.
All right. Excuse me.
Thank you so much for real, guys, for
Thank
watching,
you.
for listening, for hanging out. You guys are the fucking best community on YouTube. It's so great to be back to talk about these chapters every single week again with you guys. It's the highlight of our week. We love you so much. And until next time, we
got a 3 bot. Oh, so I'm sorry. One more time. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, everybody. One more time.
Until
Till
next time,
we have a 3 snail problem.
Yes. And watch
messed
the
it up.
3 body problem on Netflix too. It's fucking good.
It's goated.
I liked it a lot, dude.
I liked it a lot as well. It's good.
You just keep saying that. That's funny. I just want to keep it PG.